In the expansive lore of the Elder Scrolls, few names carry the weight of Auriel Septim VII. While Tiber Septim may be revered as the founder of the Third Empire and Martin Septim remembered for his heroic sacrifice, it is Auriel VII who casts the longest and most consistent shadow across Tamriel's history. His influence not only dominates several mainline entries in the franchise, but also echoes subtly into the world of Skyrim, long after his death and the fall of his dynasty. Auriel Septim was more than just an emperor. He was the unspoken architect of Tamriel's modern political and cultural state. Taking the Ruby Throne at just 22, he wielded a rare mix of confidence, intelligence, and ambition. Early in his reign, he pursued unification and cultural expansion across provinces like Morrowind and Black Marsh. He strengthened the empire's hold not through brute force, but with calculated diplomacy, using House Hlaalu and Morrowind as a bridge between native governance and imperial interests. But it was Auriel's downfall, and his transformation thereafter, that marked his greatest contribution to the shape of Tamriel's destiny. Betrayed by his trusted battlemage Jagger Tharn, Auriel was imprisoned in a plane of oblivion during the infamous Imperial Simulacrum. Tharn ruled in his place, plunging the Empire into years of chaos and dark magic. When Auriel finally returned, he was no longer the prideful young ruler. Scarred by his exile, both physically and mentally, he became more cautious, deliberate, and, ironically, more powerful in wisdom. This new Auriel was the driving force behind many of the Empire's covert operations in subsequent games. In Daggerfall, it is Auriel who dispatches the player into a deadly political web in High Rock and Hammerfell, leading to the Warp in the West, a dragon break that irreversibly alters history. In Morrowind, he sends another operative, the Nerevarine, to fulfill a prophecy that would unravel the power structure of the Tribunal and further cement imperial influence in the East. Auriel's reach extends even into Oblivion, where he opens the game with a dramatic prison escape. His death at the hands of the mythic Dawn sets off the Oblivion crisis, and his final act, entrusting the protagonist with the future, culminates in the salvation of Tamriel through his secret son, Martin Septim. With Martin's sacrifice, the Septim bloodline ends, and the Third Era comes to a close. But what many forget is how all of this sets the stage for Skyrim. The political fragmentation, rising tensions between the Empire and the Almorai Dominion, and the civil war between the Imperials and Stormcloaks can all be traced back to Auriel's time. His efforts to centralize power may have created temporary peace, but it also left a vacuum of identity and leadership once his line was extinguished. The Mede dynasty, which followed, never commanded the same respect, and by the time of Skyrim, the Empire is a fractured shadow of what it once was. In this way, Auriel Septim VII remains the unseen mastermind behind Skyrim's entire backdrop. His life's victories and failures created the conditions for the player's journey. Every civil war battle, every shrine to the Nine Divines, every uneasy truce, these are echoes of a ruler who tried to shape Tamriel's destiny and whose legacy still lingers in the cold wind of Skyrim's mountains. His story might have ended in oblivion, but the world of Skyrim still walks the path he set in motion.